And Sherry, poll workers play a huge role in serving voters on Election Day. But they don't just show up and volunteer that morning. It takes a great deal of ingenuity and time to recruit, train, and oversee poll workers. A couple of years ago, Hamilton County was awarded an EAC Cleary for its poll worker program. Could you please tell us a little bit about your Youth at the Booth and Partners in Democracy initiatives and the impacts these programs have made?
Sure. I'd like to start out talking about our Youth at the Booth program. In the state of Ohio, 17 and 18-year-old high school seniors are eligible to work the polls on Election Day. They are compensated for their work, the same rate as their adult counterparts, $181. For high school seniors, that's a good little paycheck for one day's worth of work. We do not assign them to manager positions, but they do a tremendous job in processing voters. We first initiated the program in 2007 and had some success with it back then. But in early 2016, we saw the need to really ramp up this program, and that was due to the implementation of electronic poll books. We implemented in 2015, and some of our poll workers really struggled with that technology. For those of you who may not be knowledgeable about electronic poll books, it's basically an iPad or a tablet that took the place of the old paper books where voters would come in and the poll workers would look up their name and sign them. There's been many benefits to implementing the electronic poll books, but our poll workers struggled a little bit. So we thought to ourselves, who's more comfortable with today's technology than teenagers? They have a very high comfort level with the iPads and tablets. So we needed a way to really develop that resource and recruit more of them. So we came up with the idea to have a Youth at the Booth challenge to expand upon our Youth at the Booth program. We coupled with a very popular local pizzeria in Cincinnati, La Rosa's Pizza, and promoted the Youth at the Booth challenge. So the high school that provides the most high school seniors working the polls, based on a percentage of the number of high school students, we didn't want to discount the smaller schools in any way, would receive a pizza party and acknowledgement on social media. We would do a press release. My staff and I attend the pizza party and award them with a plaque. And in that very first year, Wyoming City High School won. And it was, the government teacher there is extremely engaged, and I think that's really important because the more the government teacher is engaged, the higher recruitment you will get from that school. And she had the great idea to hold the pizza party on Inauguration Day, since these students had just worked and helped to administer the presidential election. And it was quite an event. This occurred during lunchtime. We had the pizza party. The inauguration was playing on the big screen. Afterwards, we went into the gymnasium. There were balloons. We presented them with the award, and it really had the feel that they had maybe just won a championship basketball game. And so it was a good experience for those kids. And at that time, I asked them to challenge their junior class to hold their title the following year. And guess what? They did. Wyoming won again in 2017. There is another school that's coming quite close to them, so they might have a bigger challenge in 2018. But the end result of all of this is that we now average 330 high school seniors working the poll. That's almost 15% of our workforce. And it's really made for the perfect team because we have a younger generation with their comfort level of today's technology, and we partner that with our experienced, seasoned poll workers. Their adult counterparts welcome the high school students. They're able to quickly process the majority of voters on the electronic poll books, which leaves the adults to handle those voters that might be experiencing certain problems and work them through that process. I think the program's not only a benefit for boards of elections and filling our positions, but we also hope that it sparks an interest in voting and civic engagement from an early age. We also have another recruitment program called Partners in Democracy. And that is where we reach out to other local government agencies and businesses and ask them to partner with us and give their employees the day off with pay to work the polls. We also have had success with this. It started out with our Board of County Commissioners. We went to them, explained the problem that we have in recruiting poll workers, and we have this great resource of county employees that we would really love to tap into. So our commissioners were the first to adopt the poll worker leave policy, and it was an easy sell to the rest of our elected officials in the county. So we now have employees from not only the Board of County Commissioners, but the prosecutor's office, the clerk's office, the public defender's office, all provide employees that work the polls on Election Day. We also have several local businesses that have partnered with us. One of Cincinnati's Fortune 500 companies, Western and Southern Financial, partnered with us in the last presidential and provided a little over 20 employees. They took it a step further. After the election, they conducted their own survey of their employees' experience in working the polls, and then they shared that feedback with us. And I brought with me a quote from one of their employees. I thought it was very, very interesting. This employee stated, "I've been with the company for 12 years, and I'd have to say this was one of the most positive and proudest experiences to date." So that was that employee's experience in working the polls on Election Day. So we use that quote to then go out and try to recruit other businesses to partner with us, or individuals who may be on the fence at working the polls. We know it's a very long day, but this is the type of experience you can have. Recruiting poll workers, there's no finish line, just like we talked about with cybersecurity. It's an ongoing challenge, and we do have a few other ideas that we'd like to implement next year that we're still working out some of those details for the future.